Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? Hopefully you are in good condition and still interesting for continuing our lesson. In this meeting, we are going to talking about last activity. Do you want to know more about last activity? Let me check it out. Now let's see the outline of past simple tense. Past simple tense we use to describe about the activities that have happened in the last time. And there are two types of verb, regular verb and irregular verb. Regular verbs, the word quite easy to memorize because there is formula. We just add ed the end of the word, such as want, be wanted, call, be called, start, be started. And you can see the other example by yourself. And a little bit, you have to learn more about verb that the end of y. Like example, try. It will be tried. You change the y with e and then plus ed. Like tried, cried, applied, and studied. And also there is verb have only syllables and the end of one vowel and one consonant, it will be double. Like chat will be chatted, plant will be plant, stop will be stopped. What about irregular verb? It is quite difficult because we have to memorize the word one by one because there is change of the form of the word, such as sing will be sang, sing will be sang. And also there is a word such as have will be had, make will be made, take will be to be is are will be was and were and other. But there are some words that there is no change, even though there is simple present, past tense, and participle. Look at hit will be hit, hit, and let, set, set, cut, and cut. And same as all the sentences, there are three forms of the sentence: negative, question, and positive. For negative, we use auxiliary was and were for non-verb, and we use did for verb. All the kind of sentence we use did. For example, we didn't stay there. He didn't come. For the subject non-verb, I wasn't at home. They weren't here. What about questions? We use the auxiliary. We change the position. Auxiliary verbs like was and were or did plus verb one. Remember, we use verb one because we have used the past form of auxiliary was and were. For example, where were you? Was she at home? For the verb, where did you go? What did you do yesterday? Did you play tennis? And the answer can be yes or can be no. But for the positive, we have to use the verb to. We use subject verb to. Like example, I went to campus yesterday. Or I ate fried rice this morning. So to make sure you understand about the past simple tense, you have to look this outline carefully. To better understand about simple past tense, let's see the conversation. Did you do anything special? Read and practice with your friends. There is Ricky and Meg. So, what did you do last weekend, Meg? Oh, I had a great time. I went to a karaoke bar and sang with some friends on Saturday. That sounds like fun. Did you go to the Lucky's? No, we didn't. We went to that new place downtown. How about you? Did you go anywhere? No, I didn't go anywhere all weekend. I just stayed home and studied for today's Spanish test. Our Spanish test is today? I forgot all about that. Don't worry, you always get an A. In here, we can see some words that have a red color. It means that use simple past tense, like for interrogative, did you, T-E-2, and I had, that is past form of I have. I went, that is past form of I go. Seeing, the past form is sang. And then did you go? We didn't. And you have to focus on interrogative and negative. In interrogative and negative, we use verb 1, but we use auxiliary past of the auxiliary, like do and does will be did. And in negative, didn't for all the subject. You didn't, I didn't, we didn't, she didn't. So whatever the subject, we use did plus not for the negative in the past tense. Same as interrogative, we use did for all the subject, like did you, did he, did they. Okay, now let's see the assignment to check it out your understand about our lesson. Please complete this conversation, then practice with a partner. If you don't have a partner, you can practice by yourself. What about number one? Can you give the answer? Yes, the answer is, did you stay home on Saturday? No, I called my friend. We drove to a cafe for lunch. And number two, what did you spend your last birthday? And the answer, I went to the new Jim Carrey villain. I loved it. Number three, did you have a favorite teacher when you were a child? And the answer, yes, I did. I had an excellent teacher named Mr. Woods. What did he teach? He taught English. Could you tell me a little about yourself? Where were you born? The answer, I was born in Korea. Did you grow up there? No, I didn't. I grew up in Canada. Next task, you have to complete the word map, add two or more words to each category. Then compare with the partner. In here, talking about childhood memories, about pet, hobbies, places, possessions. About pet, we can add cat, rabbit. What about place or places? There is beach and there is tree house or summer camp. What about hobbies? Yes, it can be play chess, collect comic, and then soccer ball. Or possession, I have bicycle, or I have scrapbook, and or maybe I have snake. For next, in paperwork, choose three words from the word map and use them to describe some of your childhood memories. For example, I played chess when I was in elementary school. How well did you play? I was pretty good actually. I won several competitions. Okay, this is example and you can tell about yourself. You can choose about it can be pet or places or possession and or hobbies. Just choose and then tell about your childhood memories. And in here there is conversation. How was your vacation? And there is, hi, Don, how was your vacation? It was excellent. I went to Hawaii with my cousin. We had a great time. Lucky you. How long were you there? About a week. Fantastic. Was the weather okay? Not really. It was cloudy most of the time, but we went surfing every day. The waves were amazing. So, what was the best thing about the trip? Well, something incredible happened. You won't believe it. And you can discussion about your vacation. Example in here, group work, ask your classmate about their last vacation. Ask this question or your own ideas. Example, where did you spend your last vacation? How long were you away? Who were you with? What did you do there? How was the weather? The food? Do you want to go there again? And for class activity who had an interesting vacation, tell the class who and why. So to make it simple, in here you just talking about your last vacation or last activity. And for the next, you can see this in the long time ago, the people use postcard. Yes, if they go some places, they will writing a postcard to their friends and give the news what the current their activity in their holiday. But right now, you don't need that again. We have a mobile phone we use for everything. Yes, we can take a picture, we can send a video, and etc. So now we don't need a postcard anymore. And in here, pay work, add three questions to this list. And then take turns asking and answering the questions. For example, what's your favorite childhood memory? What kind of sport or game did you use to play when you were younger? Did you use to have a nickname? Where did you use to spend your vacation? How has your taste in music changed? And for class activity, tell the class two interesting things about your partner. Okay, it will be individual tasks. So you have to do this one by one. And now we discuss about this. Number one, where did you go on last holiday? I went to Taj Mahal in China on last holiday. Is it right, China? Taj Mahal? Yes, it is in India. So the answer is E. I went to Taj Mahal in India on last holiday. What about number two? Hello, Martin. Where did you go on your free time? Hi, John. I blah 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 go anywhere on my free time. In here, there is where did you go? There is the clue. So the answer, yes. Hi John, I didn't or I did not. The answer delta or D. I didn't go anywhere on my free time. And number three, how was your holiday, James? It was great. I blah 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 to friends with my family. Okay, and here there is a clue. How was your holiday? It's mean they are talking about last activity. So the answer, it was great. I went to France with my family. What about number four? Was each of the place good? Of course, there blah 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 a restaurant that has very good food. So the answer, yes, there was. Because in clue, the question used was the past simple past tense. So in here, of course, there was. The answer, Charlie or C. And the last, what did you do last Saturday? I just blah 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 at home and watch TV. In here, there is a clue watch for past activity. So in here, I just stayed at home and watched TV. So the answer is D or delta. You can see the answer key to make sure. Alhamdulillah, that's all our lesson today. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, you more understand about the lesson. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Inshallah, see you next time.